Slow down, Mira. There's no time. Why are you even following me? To help. If there's really been an attack, I can't just sit around and do nothing. And if a vampire is responsible for it, Lila could have something to do with it. Mira suddenly comes to a grinding halt, nearly causing me to plow right into her. It's too dangerous for an untrained civilian. Get somewhere safe before you get yourself killed. But go. I don't want to just run away from this. How can I convince her to let me join? Okay, combat prowess, I got none. So Onyx got none. No combat prowess, so it's gonna have to be leveraging his knowledge. But does he have any knowledge? That's doubtful, but gotta use what we can. If there's a vampire involved, I can tell you if it's the same one I encountered. That's useful intel, isn't it? Mira looks away for a second, thinking it over. Fine. Just make sure you stay far away. The last thing I need is the dead Civi. Let's go. Without a second to waste, Mira breaks into a sprint once more, chainsaw at the ready. I hurry after her, struggling to keep up the whole way, until something catches my attention. Mira, look! There's a trail of blood leading into that building over there. Good eye. Looks like the entrance to the campus team and tunnels. It's going to be tough fighting with my chainsaw down there. Don't worry, I'll back you up. Mira lets out a scoff. Sure, whatever. Let's go. From the moment we enter the tunnel, the air is thick with dust and the stench of mildew. But even with the miserably dim light, the droplets of blood forming a trail are still visible. They went that way. Mira nods before charging ahead. Turn after turn, hall after hall, we keep running, until the sound of a woman's voice echoes through the tunnel. Help us! Someone! Anyone! Is that... I'm coming! No, Onyx, don't rush. It could be dangerous. Onyx, what are you... Don't run ahead. Now taking the lead, I charge recklessly toward where the voice is coming from. When I turn the corner, the threat makes itself apparent. Not vampires, but zombies! Yep, I knew it. It was gonna be zombies. You were serious about the zombies? Of course I was. 3 undead monstrosities throw themselves at a makeshift barrier, trying to ram it down. On the other side, Clara is putting every bit of her weight against it to keep them back. An effort that is gradually failing. Clara! Onyx? I don't know what you're doing here, but I'm in a major bind. Please help us. Us? Leave this to me. Mira jumps ahead of me and revs her chainsaw as she jumps into the fray. Told you chainsaw is a much useful weapon against zombies than it is for vampires. Before the creature can so much as turn around, the blade digs itself into its torso. It cuts through with ease, splattering blood and bile across the tunnel's wall. While one zombie falls, another lets out a feral cry and descends upon Mira, its jaw practically unhinged as it comes in for a bite. Too slow. Mira pulls back her chainsaw, slamming the butt of it into the creature's head before taking one swift swing to chop through its neck. Wow, she's got some serious skills. The vampire huntress kicks aside the second zombie before it even has a chance to topple over, quickly setting her sights on the third. You're... Mira's eyes go wide at the sight of the final zombie, her entire body freezing up. Mira, what's wrong? Although Mira appears completely stunned, the zombie lumbers forward to attack. Pathetic, and she says she's a prepared combatant. Look at this. Staying stunned in front of a zombie is direct annihilation. That's the basic of not things to do, and she's doing it. How is she a professional? Get her out of here. Mira! I have to do something. Take Mira's chainsaw and kill it. Bash it over the head. I don't got any items on me to bash it over his head, so I should take Mira's chainsaw and kill it, because Mira isn't definitely gonna do a thing. It's up to Onyx to save the day. So here you go. I leap into action, shoving Mira out of harm's way as I yank the chainsaw from her hands. With my finger on the throttle, I give it all the juice I can and take a blind swing. The zombie cries out a garbled mess of sounds as its body is flayed apart, until it inevitably falls. My heart pounds in my chest as I drop my weapon, the adrenaline slowly fading alongside the danger. Onyx, you did it? Yes, he did. Your knight in shining armor is here. Just then, Mira seems to snap out of it. That took so long. The zombie's already dead, and well, she only came out of it now. What? Are you okay? Mira, you froze up. Things that you should not do in a zombie apocalypse. Freeze up. Yeah. Totally fine. Nope, you are not. With the threat neutralized, Clara allows the barrier to topple over before she falls into a sitting position. Phew. That was way too close. Are you alright, Clara? I think so. She looks down at her body. I cut myself on something while we were running. But it's not serious. Are you sure you cut yourself and it's not a zombie bite? Who's we? Me and him. Clara points to another figure slumped against the wall just around the bend. A male student lies in a pool of blood, his chest shredded open from a mortal wound. Hurts! Oh my good! I've got him. First aid is part of our training. Should I help you, or too many dirty hands rooting around could make it worse? Just leave it to me. If you're sure. My attention turns back to Clara as Mira gets to work on the other student. It's only then that I see the extent of her wound. A gash straight across her arm. Clara, that looks pretty bad. It's fine. I can take care of it when I get back to my room. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Tend to Clara's wound or leave it. I got the jams, then tend to it. We can't just let you keep bleeding like that. Every time someone pretends their injury isn't that bad in movies, it always takes a turn for the worse. Yes, it does. So, let me take care of it. When you put it that way, go ahead, Onyx. I'm not going to be one of those cliche characters who dies from being stubborn. She starts to giggle, but it quickly gets cut off by a pained hiss as I press my fingers against her arm. That painful, huh? A little bit. I'll have to be careful then. I glance around. If I can even find something to wrap it with. Whatever you do, do not use any of the clothes from the zombies. That's just asking to get me infected with the virus. You think they're that kind of zombie? Clara surged. But I'm not willing to take the risk. Smart. Fair enough. Now, where to find a bandage? I let out a small sigh. Use your clothes, Onyx. I'm glad I'm not wearing a shirt I like today. Yeah, you gonna use them. Gripping the bottom of my shirt, I pull on it hard, creating a long upward tear before pulling it around my torso. In a few seconds, I've got a scrap of fabric and a brand new crop top that I will never wear again. Whoa! Total romance story moment. I never thought I would have a hunky guy tearing off his clothes in front of me. Hunky? Well, maybe that's not the right word. But handsome, at least. I think that's a compliment. But I'm suddenly a lot more self-conscious about my stomach being exposed. Clara giggles. Don't be. You're fitter than I thought you would be. Yet another almost compliment. Clara and I both snicker as I get to work wrapping up her wound. Seriously, though, you're a good-looking guy. More important than that, you're sweet as heck. You think so? If Onyx is too sweet, you're gonna have a sugar tongue, sugar bite, sugar teeth. What did you call that thing? Sweet tooth, yeah. Don't get a sweet tooth. 100%. I would totally date you if you asked. Come on, Onyx, go ask. Ask right now. Come on, Onyx, don't hesitate. My heart skips a beat. You would now. Where is the option? Where is the premium option? Let's click on it. Clara's face turns red. Maybe? Why is this maybe? I thought you said you absolutely would. Why are you changing your mind now, Clara? You will never know for sure until you ask, though. She turns her head away, chewing on her bottom lip as a smile stretches across her face. Now's your chance. Yes, Onyx, now is your chance. Where is the premium option? Say something slick. Well, I think I would rather not ask you out right now. Ouch! Talk about adding insult to injury. I didn't mean it like... What I meant was I don't want to ask you out in a creepy place like this. A girl like you deserves better. Ah, I see. Good save, champ. Both of us are left blushing from the exchange as I finish covering the wound. And after a test to make sure it will stay in place, I sit back with a self-assured nod. There. That should hold until we can get it properly treated. Thanks, Onyx. I really appreciate you doing that for me. It's nothing. So, what happened here? How did you two end up getting chased like this? I don't really know how it all started. I was just out on a walk to stretch my legs. All of a sudden, that guy over there runs by me, bleeding. I ran after him thinking he needed help getting to the hospital or something. But then I realized that he wasn't just running for help. He was running from something. The zombies. What a way to find out they're real, huh? It must have been terrifying. No, she's definitely excited, not terrified. She's a fan of zombies. I would have thought someone who loves zombies as much as you would be excited about it. I'm not really sure how I feel, to be honest. I was too busy running for my life. And without a sports bra on, no less. I swallow hard and look away, trying my best to hide my blush. Well, I'm just glad you're alright. Clara nods. You know, you seem pretty calm about all of this, considering the circumstances, Onyx. Yeah, well, you know how I got attacked the night before classes? Her face lights up in realization. Oh, yeah. Wait, you got attacked by a zombie on your very first night here? Didn't I tell you not to bogart the supernatural stuff? I laughed nervously. Sorry, Clara. Honestly, I wasn't really sure what to think at that point. I didn't want to get you worked up until I knew for sure. Clara narrows her eyes at me. Okay, I'll let you off the hook this time. But you're on a short leash. Understood. Onyx, get over here. Now! Huh? Clara and I approached Mira and the wounded student. His injuries looked to be tended to as well as they could be. But his face is ghostly pale. He's gonna turn into a zombie, isn't he? Is he okay? Mira shakes her head. Nope. This thing's as good as dead. Hey! There's no reason to be so callous, Mira. Oh, yeah? Look at this. Mira places her index finger under the student's lip to tug it upward, revealing 2 long fangs. Oh my god. He's a vampire? Sure is. And since it's male, I'm guessing it's not the only one you saw. It's not the one you saw. Okay, I was gonna say only, but okay. This wasn't part of the plan. Plan? What plan? He says nothing, only groaning wearily in pain. Tell me what you're up to. But please, help me. Mira sneers. I will help you. She stands up straight and powers up her chainsaw, filling the vampire's gaze with the flood of terror. I'll give you a quick death. Wait! Before anyone can intervene, Mira plunges her chainsaw into his throat, severing his head almost instantly. Clara recoils, throwing herself at me as she covers her eyes. I catch her and instinctively wrap my arms around the frightened girl, still too stunned to look away. When it's done, Mira turns to look at me. What? You know what I am. Hunting vampires is my job. I guess so. I just didn't think she would be so heartless about it. I gently pat Clara's back to let her know everything's alright. Reluctantly, she steps away, her mood distinctly more reserved than before. Distinctly. Did I hear you correctly? You're a vampire hunter? Mira lets out a long sigh. I'm not supposed to let people know about this, and yet here we are. But yeah, that's right. She goes on to explain her mission to Clara, skirting over details wherever she can. So, you're saying vampires are evil, right? As evil as it comes. Don't let them fool you with their human appearance. What I did was for the good of everyone. If you say so. Clara looks at me as if waiting for me to say something. But all I can do is frown, unable to find the right words. We should probably get out of here. Agreed. Hang on. If there are really zombies around Crespo, then I want to do what I can to look into it. Before we go anywhere, we should get samples from those ones over there so I can study them. Are you really qualified to do that kind of thing? I'll have you know I'm pretty gifted when it comes to the sciences. My sciences? Is that a term? I can search it up. I just need something to work with. Enough human tissue to perform histological staining and grow some microbial cultures. What is this? Should I repeat this? Let's repeat this. Histological staining and grow some microbial cultures and some blood for serological testing. It certainly sounds like she knows what she's doing to me. Mira looks at the zombie corpses with an unsure expression. If you really have to, let's just make it quick. Over the next few minutes, I help Clara gather some samples from the fallen undead. Once we have got what we need, we prepare to leave. As we are walking, everyone is dead quiet. Mira and I take the lead, while Clara follows a short distance behind. Onyx, yeah? What do you think about these zombie creatures? What do you mean? Like, do you think they're completely feral monsters? It seems like it. I gotta agree with Onyx on this one. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not either. Just like that, she goes quiet again. She's clearly got something on her mind. Might be because of the female student she saw. That was the zombie, the third zombie I think, where she froze up. Yeah, let's ask her about it. Is something bothering you, Mira? No, nothing. It's a lie. I'm good. I respond to her attempt to rebuff me with a single raised brow, staring intently until she gives in. Eventually, Mira rolls her eyes and lets out a huff. Yeah, okay. I've got something on my mind. What is it? I'm not telling. Oh, come on. Do I have to judgingly raise my eyebrow at you again? I just don't want to get into it with the guy I barely... She sighs heavily. Fine. Something hit me when I was fighting the zombies earlier. Really? I swear you took them out too quickly for them to even think about landing a blow. You didn't get scratched, did you? Not that kind of hit me, you dork. I mean, after I took down the first two, I locked eyes with the third one. And I realized that I recognized him. Okay, what's the guy? You knew that zombie? Mira shakes her head. I didn't know his name, but I swear it was one of the guys from my engineering class. Damn. It's not a big loss to me personally or anything, but it's got me wondering. How much humanity is left in these things? Are they essentially walking corpses who are nothing more than drones? Or can they still think and feel? I swear when I looked into his eyes, he recognized me back, as if I would believe that zombies are brainless creatures till they evolve. Whether consciously or subconsciously, he knew me. I think I just killed innocent people. You killing vampires the same as saying you killed no one. You always kill innocent people. There's innocent people among vampires as well. There are a few seconds of silence between us as the severity of her words sinks in. That's a heavy thought, Mira. They appeared pretty rabid to me. I'm not sure how much humanity can remain if they just straight out attack whoever they come across. Maybe. But animals that contract rabies only attack people because they are confused and scared. As if I would believe that. For all we know, the human in there could have been fighting back against his own instincts. From what you told me, the one you ran into didn't immediately attack, right? No, I guess it didn't. So, isn't it possible they were struggling against it and just lost control? Could they have been helped? That's a good point. Who knows? Maybe Clara's test will be able to answer some of those questions. Mira stays silent, responding with a simple shrug. Not to start a debate of ethics, but that vampire had humanity in him too. And you put him down without a second thought. Yes, Sonic, tell her! Mira's expression swiftly hardens. In an instant, all doubt is removed from her face. That's not the same. It definitely is the same. Vampires are monsters wearing the skin of humans. There's nothing to question when it comes to those things. I open my mouth to speak, but quickly decide to drop the subject. Smart. I just wonder what Lila's going to think about all of this. One of her fellow vampires was just killed. Probably someone she knew. And what really bothers me is... forget the... zombies go after anyone. The plan, yes, that's what we need to think about. Before the vampire died, he said something about a plan. What do you think that was about? I've been wondering the same thing. My one regret about killing him so quickly is that I won't be able to get any more information. But he wasn't going to last much longer anyway. The real question is, how are the vampires going to respond to all of this? Respond to what? Oh no, they're meeting! They're meeting already? A figure steps around the corner with the grin, revealing their fangs. Lila! Yep, their meeting is here. Now there's gonna be an epic fight next chapter or just blabbering on.